Yeah, I don't want to go to jail for anything. I'm much too, like, weak.
And you're pretty. You are listening to the Stand Up Dads podcast.
This is hecka boring.
Yeah, it is.
Let's try again.
Your new girlfriend met your daughter?
Yeah. That went really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Her and Oli bonded right away in making fun of me, which I don't know. She says like a masochist because I like, I'll take the attention, whether it's good or bad. And it's totally true.
Yeah.
Because I will play like, where you just act like you're aghast because they're doing that. Like, oh my God, how dare you,
Talking smack's one of the funnest things.
It's the funnest. Yeah.
Well, I told Kim that they got along, and she immediately said, well, that's because they're so much closer in age than she and Mike are. I was like, no, she's holy shit. Yeah, she is. So,
oh my God, man.
You're listening to Stand Up Dads. This is Rob.
And Mike.
And Mike's feeling sick, so we'll try and not make him talk too much.
Yeah. And Annie does that stuff that you do too, that she'll joke about it too, where it's like, we're talking about Kiki.
Yeah.
My cat. And that thing I'd have to take her in for a surgery. That thing growing on her chin, and it turned out it was cancerous.
Oh shit.
But so far they said it looked like it had healthy tissue around it. Surprised them. I was like, oh my God, no, She was like, wow, you've had Kiki for a long time. And I'm like, yeah, like almost, 16 years or so. And she goes, yeah, I was 13 when you got Kiki. I was like, God damn it.
I love your girlfriend.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But that was a good one because I was like, oh, I thought it was, we talked the same type of crap. So it's like, right when it was, I'm like, oh, yeah, talking about my poor Kiki. And then, Well,
I don't want to jinx your relationship. So this week we're talking about how kids talk back to their parents. And my kid talks back just for the hell of it. I looked it up. Merriam-Webster said backtalk is defined as impudent, insolent, or argumentative replies. And after I looked up those words, I realized that my kid backtalks a lot.
Yeah.
Everything. But the problem I've got is sometimes his backtalk is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
My wife is still, as we all were, terrified of her mom in the sense that, that whole sense of you're going to get in trouble with mom kind of never goes away.
Yes.
And then when she tells him to do something he doesn't want to do, his first thing is, I'm going to tell grandma. And then I start laughing, and then she gets mad because that's not supportive.
Well, she gets mad because she doesn't want him to tell grandma.
Well, that too.
She's like, that is not funny. You better take that off the table.
Well, because he's heard the stories about the washing the mouth out with soap, which apparently they actually did.
Oh, no.
Just stuff like that. But, even I don't mess around Mary.
In raising Olivia, there's always been a thing where I've told her, like, if it's a clever comeback and it's really funny, you're kind of going to get a pass. You're going to get more of a, don't do that again, but that I will acknowledge if it's funny. And that is a running joke with us too, where she'll be like, I'm going to tell.
Don't talk back unless it's amusing.
Yeah. But and I will point out sometimes where it'll be like, when she was littler and trying to figure out her sense of humor, if she'd be like, well, you're dumb or something, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, do better.
Yeah, you're going to do better than that. One, you're not going to talk to me like that. And especially because it's just not funny.
Well, I got a clip from Al Madrigal talking about his kid being funny when he talks back.
Yeah.
Or his kids. Here goes.
As a TV, they've started talking back. And I know this for a fact because I just did all the investigative work in the house. My son said at 6 years old, that's how I roll. I've never said that in my entire life. My wife has never said that. That's one of the reasons I married her. My son says that. I said, where'd you hear that, buddy? Turns out, these two little douchebags from the Disney Channel, Zach and Cody, Sweet Life, on deck. Two little twins who live on a cruise ship for some reason. I watch a couple episodes. They call like 13-year-old girls baby, stuff like that. got the controller, never thought I'd be this guy, and I blocked it. Because that's how I roll. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
I really never thought I'd be the guy. I'm going to shut it down. But I did it. Then my daughter, I tell her, my adorable 3.5-year-old daughter, I tell her to do something, and she sticks her ass out at me and says, talk to the booty because the hand's off duty. And I look at my, what the fuck is that? Block another show. Then the last straw before I gave up, my son, we taught my son how to make his bed. He does shoddy work, but that's not the point. So I say, no more TV, you gotta go make your bed. And he walks off all pissed off, and he turns back around and goes, watch out, Dad, or we're gonna beat you when you're old. And I just went straight for the controller. I was like, okay, you wanna play with me? Huh? You want to block another show? What show was that? What show was that? And he got nervous, he knew he was busted, and he admitted, it wasn't a show, I just made it up. And then immediately as a comedian, I got so proud because it's funny, it's a legitimate threat. It implies he's been keeping track of all this stuff, and he's gonna take it out on me when I'm old and unable to defend myself in a retirement community somewhere, asleep at night. Him and his sister are gonna pop up out of nowhere, Full Metal Jacket my ass. Like, ah! Remember Zack and Cody, motherfucker?
I
Keep
love
it
Al
track.
Madrigal.
I love that. Keep it track.
You know they are. I don't
Totally.
know. He's not always creative. Sometimes it's just no. And then he's just a little bitch about stuff. But for the most part, he's a good kid. It's just once in a while, and we'll go into why this stuff happens. But as I was researching this, no surprise, surprise, you and I are both white.
Yeah.
And apparently it's just a white thing because ethnic folk don't understand backtalk. And here's Dennis Gaxiola talking about how each ethnic group parents differently and what it's like with backtalk in Hispanic families. Here goes.
Look how we parent. Each ethnic group does it a little bit different. No one gives better parental advice than my white brothers and sisters. You guys give statistics and facts. You guys have flyers on the refrigerator. It's beautiful. Just say no, Billy. A Mexican mom doesn't give statistics. She doesn't give facts. She'll just give examples. You're gonna end up like your cousin Lupe. Some cultures you could talk back to your mom. If you grew up in a Latino home, you cannot talk back to your mother. You let your kids talk back to you? They talk back to you? And you let them live? I mean, you let them get away with it? I remember I thought I was old enough to talk back to my mom. She whooped me and grounded me for 2 weeks. Had to call my wife, let her know I couldn't come home.
Damn. It never stops, man. Fucking, they're always your mom. But let's see. And then on that tangent, I got Ari Spears talking about, how white kids are shocked that black kids don't talk back to their parents. Here goes.
You know what I found out growing up? Totally shocked me. White kids are just as shocked to find out black kids don't talk back to their parents as we are when we hear them talk back to theirs. So I used to have a little buddy would come over my house on the weekends, little Nate. We'd be in my room playing video games. My mother used to come in the room on us, cuss me out for no reason. Just scare the shit out of both of them. We'd be in the room playing Mario Brothers. She'd come kick open the door like SWAT. We'd be on level 4. She'd, Harris, how many times I told you to clean this motherfucking room? Cut that goddamn game off to clean this room. I come back, this motherfucking room ain't clean. I'm gonna take that Nintendo cord, wrap it around your neck, and stick it in your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with you. This ain't no threat. This is a promise. Try me, motherfucker. Try me. My white friend would turn to me offended like, dude, what the fuck? She can't do that, man. This is your space. This is your area. She's violating your right to privacy. You should say something. You want me to go say something? I'd be so scared, I started talking to him like a slave from Roots. Like, he was gonna get me's in trouble. I like you, Nate, I really do. My parents is good black folk. They gives me food, they gives me sleeps. You get away from around here with that foolishness. Go on, get from here. Whoa, Lord. My mother smacked the shit out of him when he turned into me. Wet in the world.
Oh my God, that's so fucking funny.
Because that just reminds me, because I remember once I told my mom to shut up, and man, the beating I got after that. So yeah, I think being an immigrant's kid, I kind of feel where he's coming from. Did your mom ever smack you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got smacked. Like one really good one.
Did you backtalk her?
No, I came home drunk.
Well, that's different.
In high school.
Yeah, I remember that.
And got a wow. That was pretty funny though.
So she hit you while you were still drunk?
Once she figured it out, because I had almost made it home. Like I had gone for some reason, whoever I visited, I forget, I was on BART.
Yeah, you told the story. You brushed your teeth when you got home, and then she put 2 and 2 together and said, "You're drunk."
So once it dawned on me, so that's the one I remember getting the good one for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't talk back to her. Like,
no,
I would not talk back to her just randomly. No way.
I wouldn't sass
all
your
she'd
mom.
have to do is give you the look.
Yeah.
She'd give you the look of just like, you go, okay, never mind,
Because with immigrant Portuguese, they'll hit you if they're not their kid. That's just like,
well, and they have that extra level of, if my mom would get mad, she like other shit's gonna fly at you, not just their hands, whatever they could get their hands on.
But yeah, I just remember looking at other people, talk back to their parents and just like in awe, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
This last clip that I have is from Russell Peters, and he recommends that pretty much the immigrants don't hang out with white kids because they're going to get them killed. Have a listen.
Beat them, please. And I'll tell you why you need to beat them. Why else? Because when white kids hang around non-white kids, we tend to look at them for advice. And it could get us murdered if we listen to their fucked up advice on how to deal with our parents. I remember when I was 10 years old, I hung around this little white kid, Ryan. Ryan's parents never beat him, and they never even yelled at him. He could do anything he wanted, and nothing was going to happen to him. But he was an angry kid. We walked into his house after school one day. His mom goes, "Ryan, go clean your room." "Fuck you, bitch!" His mom goes, "What am I going to do with him?" Beat his ass. I go, "Ryan, you can't talk to your mom like that." "Yes, I can. She's a fucking idiot." "Don't say that, man. She'll hit you."
Oh my God.
"No, she won't. She's not allowed to." "What are you talking about, dude? My parents hit me." "Yeah, well, next time they try it, you tell them to fuck off." "Are you sure?" "Trust me, it works for me."
Are you sure?
So I went home for the last time. I walked in the house, my dad goes, "Russell, come and do the dishes." "Fuck you, Dad."
He looks so proud of himself.
"What the hell did you just say to me? Do I look like Ryan's mom?" "Somebody gonna get hurt real bad."
Really bad.
That was my dad's threat. Right before he'd beat me every single time. "Russell, somebody gonna get hurt real bad." I hated that threat. You know why? Because he'd always say somebody. He'd never tell you it was you. I mean, you knew it was you. But he'd give you this hope. "Russell, somebody gonna get hurt real bad." Somebody. I'm not going to say who. Oh, I think you might know him very well. I'm in the back praying, I hope it's my brother, man. Please beat Julio's ass. I saw that little brat Ryan at school a few days later. I was like, yo, your little plan almost got me killed. He goes, oh, sorry, dude. I forgot to tell you the other part. If he's still going to hit you, threaten to phone child services. Why? Because if you phone child services, they'll come and take your dad away, and he'll get in trouble. You won't even have to call. Just pretend. It'll scare the shit out of him.
Oh, no.
10 years old? You figure out how to scare the shit out of your dad? That's like finding kryptonite. I thought I'd try it. I was about to get my next beating. I stopped my dad. I go, don't do it. I'll phone child services. You ever had your parents call your bluff? You'll do what?
Oh, no.
I'll phone child services. Is that right?
Oh, no.
Ooh. Well, let me get you the phone, tough guy. What are you doing? If I phone child services, you'll get in trouble. I might get into a little bit of trouble. But I know that it's going to take them 22 minutes to get here. In that time, somebody gonna get hurt real bad. Thank you very much.
Oh, I love that.
22 minutes to get
I don't know why I didn't find that clip when we did the hitting your kids episode, but yeah, so apparently
awesome.
back talk to your folks is just a white thing. I don't know. So I guess this episode isn't going to mean shit to some of our listeners, but I did find some articles on how to keep your kids from talking back. And I'm just going to go really brief.
It is funny that we allow it if it's funny, but neither one of us could have done that.
Oh God,
like
no.
I couldn't have done that to my dad or my mom.
I think it's more of a new thing too. I don't think well, you know what? It did happen back when we were kids. I take it back. Yeah. I just remember the whole, what are you going to do with them? You know, it's like, Jesus Christ, lady, have some fucking backbone. You know, I'm just going to go through real quick. You know, it's just be aware of what language is used around your kid. So if they see it as an example, make sure they stops. So if you're doing it at home, fucking knock it off. If they're learning this stuff from childcare or school, which no one's in right now, you better get them into a different one or just make sure you talk to someone.
You mean just bad words?
No, just like the way, like if someone sasses the teacher and they're too wimpy to do anything about it.
I see.
I mean, I hope your teacher doesn't say someone's going to get a hurt on.
Unless it's like when we were kids, like we were like the last year that got the spanking from the
in first grade
principal nun.
That's true.
I almost got that, man. That was crazy.
I just remember the kid would get sent out to the hall, then you'd hear bip, bap, ah, and they'd walk in all teary.
I was only a couple away from that.
I'm looking at all this stuff. One of the suggestions they say is to role play scenarios so they can see what it looks like, because it looks silly if they see the adult acting like them. And sometimes we all need examples to make something stick.
Yeah.
There's an article called Backtalk Boot Camp. And what they do is they go through a bunch of different approaches and give it a rating on how well it worked on a scale of 0 to 4. One of them was set ground rules. They rated that a 2 out of 4. Another one was keep your emotions in check, 2.5 out of 4. Because a lot of times if you don't react, it's not a thing anymore. Try a little tenderness. Jesus Christ, Mike's dying. Go ahead, do your thing. Go do your thing.
Hi, this is Nolan. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? He's feeling really crummy.
Fuck, man.
You all right?
A little bit. Jesus Christ, I'm dying.
Sounds like it. For those of you listening, Mike almost died while we were recording. He just started coughing, and then I see like these veins just pop out on his forehead, and he runs off.
Jesus. Yeah, it's freaking coughing fits awful. And yeah, you can't go anywhere coughing like this and tell them it's not COVID. It's like, get away from me.
Yeah, and you got your vaccine.
Yeah, get away from me. It's only it's bronchitis.
Okay, I'm not going to make Mike talk anymore. So check out the links in the show notes about back talking. And it sounds like it's only going to apply to our white listeners anyway. While Mike is hacking his lungs out, check out our sponsor, Seattle Gummy Company. We both love these guys, although I don't think Mike should be using them right now. They make high energy mocha shots. You get, what do you get? You get all the caffeine that you would in a cup of coffee 5 times faster and at half the price of coffee at a big chain coffee shop.
They're delicious too.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm still excited about trying the red hot chili pepper ones.
Oh, they didn't show up yet?
I have not.
Right.
Well, haven't ordered them yet. That's my fault, not theirs. Their shipping is actually usually really good. But anyway, check them out. The stuff absorbs like the second it hits your mouth, it just gets in there. So it kicks in within a few minutes rather than like 45 minutes like a cup of coffee or like a no-dose would. Click the link in our show notes so we get credit for it. Enter the code StandUpDads15 and you'll get 15% off your order. Sometimes you need a little extra energy to deal with your back talking little brat. He's coughing. Well, this might be the last episode Mike is on here as a live.
Olivia makes these Roblox movies where she gets all her friends and they'll move the characters around, they'll dress them up, and they'll get, she like writes a whole script. And she had me be the dad earlier, and my voice was so bad. She was just like, "Come on, Dad!" And it so much worse. I was like, and she's like, "What's the matter with you?" Like,
I'm dying. Leave me alone.
Come on, get the read right before you die. You're ruining my movie.
Well, you're ruining my plug.
There's a back talk.
Seattle Gummy Company. Seattle Gummy Company. Stand Up Dad tested and approved. Get shit done. Now, our bad dad segment is actually not a dad. I found this article. This just happened a little over a week ago. The headline reads, Sacramento mom says Catholic school expelled her 3 kids over her OnlyFans account.
Ridiculous.
Sacramento mom says her 3 young kids were expelled from a Catholic school because she sells sexy videos online. The principal at the school said kids are no longer welcome and they can't even pick up the things they left in class, which is pretty messed up. Crystal
How
Jackson
traumatic. Yeah.
said she and her husband take her, and I quote, hot mom persona and turn it into a profit. So right there, 3 kids in Catholic school, that is freaking expensive.
Horribly expensive.
So average cost for private school in California, for grade school, $11,080 per kid.
Per kid.
For high school, $19,000 per kid. So that's over 30 grand they're shelling out for their 3 kids to go to this school.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is a private school. They can do whatever the hell they want. Yeah. Click this. It's got a link. Oh, and by the way, the bad parent is not the mom selling the videos or the dad taking the pictures. It's the shithead parents that made all the ruckus to get these people kicked out.
This was a Catholic school?
This was a Catholic school. It was.
It's always that.
Sacred Heart Parish.
What would Jesus do?
Well, yeah. Sacred Heart Parish in Sacramento.
He'd be fine. Yeah.
Well, they always talk about forgiveness and all this stuff.
He would. Yeah. Oh my God. No.
She should. Yeah. She's on OnlyFans. Someone told her, hey, because apparently what happened was she and her husband, she's very attractive. Her husband is not. So I'm guessing he's loaded. Yeah. But they started taking pictures to spice things up. So she's 44. I don't know how old he is. And I guess word got out to some of their friends and they said, why don't you start an OnlyFans and get some money for it?
Yeah.
So it's totally consensual. The husband is cool with it. She's cool with it.
They're adults and they're making extra money on the side.
Yeah. Well, extra money on the side. Guess how much they were making a month?
How much?
$150,000.
Freaking awesome.
That's almost $2 million a year to show pictures to perverts.
Yeah.
And those perverts
were at the school.
Who found
Who
found the OnlyFans site?
Yeah.
Totally. It was probably a wife or a mom of a kid walking in her husband.
Yep, absolutely.
And she probably doesn't care that he watches porn, but she probably doesn't like it when it's someone you know.
Yep. Yeah, somebody found it. Hypocrites.
Yeah, so they're just jealous that their husbands are into this woman that's not them. And I think it's kind of weird, But at the same time, I
don't even think it's weird.
No.
I think if someone wants to do that, to each his own, and the same people that are like anything is, it's capitalism, all this stuff, but they're sexist when it comes to women.
No, I get that. No, what I think is weird.
Sorry, Matt, go ahead.
No, you're good. What I think is weird is that people are spending that much on something like this when there's so much free porn out there. And I'm like,
no, I get you. I thought you meant them doing it. No, the people paying for it.
It's like, hey, you know what? Good for them. They figured out a way to work the system. But I know if I had to make a living on, selling pictures of me, I'd die in a week. It's just really sad.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
The Portuguese man bear.
And I'm okay with that. But yeah, there's a link.
I'll draw the logo for you of your Portuguese man bear.
Great.
Your bare butt running like
just
foot.
Draw a picture of me like the Coppertone little girl.
Yes. That's perfect.
Like, oops. Yeah. So the parents, not these two parents, but the other parents at Sacramento Sacred Heart Parish School, you guys are our bad parents of the week.
Bad parents.
She's worried, though, that the kids aren't going to be able to go back into a private school. Like, no one will take her.
Ridiculous.
So I just think, hopefully, someone, I think she should change her screen name to Mary Magdalene.
Yeah.
And just kind of rub it in their face.
Yeah.
And do some sacrilegious crap.
Well, that's what I don't get. Is like Jesus would have been absolutely fine. No, yeah.
He loved horse.
He loved horse.
Oh, tell us what you think.
It's so funny for them to be like, it's so wrong to make money that way, and then come pray, and you better turn in a percentage of your salary if you want to really go to heaven.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing with the tuition. Anyway, email us. Tell us what you think. thestandupdads@gmail.com. Subscribe, rate us. That's how our show can grow. If you want a picture of a Catholic school dad getting busted by his jealous wife while he's wanking it to an OnlyFans page, who would they write to?
They write to me at Pencil for Hire. That's pencil, FOR hire.com, or Pencil for Hire on Instagram.
And you've got a collection of comics. Tell me about it. Or actually, I'll tell it because you keep every time you have to say more than 10 words, you start coughing.
Totally.
Mike's got a collection of comics that he ran from before having a kid to having a kid for like the first 3 or 4 years. And they are hilarious. It's about 600 different comics. There is a link in the show notes for Clumsy Love. Click it. I loved that comic when he was making it, and I'm keep yelling at him to start making it more. But he may not live past this recording, so get it while you can. Again, Seattle Gummy Company. We love these guys. Click the link in the show notes. Stand Up Dads 15 is the code to save 15% off your caffeine. And if you have another code that you see that they have another sale or anything like that, you can put in that code as well and save even more. Seattle Gummy Company, Stand Up Dad tested and approved. Get shit done. And finally, get my side project, Gag on This Podcast. That's run by Big Nick. We interview comics from around the country and have a wonderful time doing it. I cannot remember his name, but we had a great time doing it. He's in Cleveland, and I started yelling at them because they were talking about the difference between East and West Cleveland. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. But other than that, it was a fun show. So check that out. Hopefully, Mike will be alive and able to breathe next week.
Hopefully, man. We'll see.
Try not to beat the shit out of your kids if they backtalk, and check out the articles and figure out how to stop it. We'll talk to you guys next week.
See you next week.
The thing I want to say is thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.